Greetings and welcome back to Timberborn. I'm KatherineOfSky, and you might notice that my mic sounds just a tiny bit different. I am actually in Bermuda land, where our beavers are wishing to be because there's tons and tons of water here. There's lots of trees. It's absolutely beautiful. They would have the pick of everything because we here have trees from northern and southern hemispheres. But anyway, I needed to borrow a microphone, and there were a couple of kind people who lent one to me. So anyway, what is this? Farmers will not start working until you tell them what and where to plant. Use the plant crops tool to make a carrot field. Crops will need to be planted on irrigated land, otherwise they will dry out and eventually die. Oh. Well then. I had no idea. What is this? New tutorial stuff? Interesting. Okay, so it wants me to plant 5 more, but I'm going to be naughty and not until we have space for it, because right now we don't. Let's see, this can only go there, and we don't really have space for it elsewhere. So, nope, sorry tutorial thingy. We're gonna have to, like, wait until later to get that stuff done. Anyway, that's fun. That's new since or is it new, or have I just not noticed it? I'm pretty sure it's new. I don't think that would have been there. Anyway, so yes, it has been like ages and ages since I've taken a vacation. So I needed this, and it's great. I am here with my friend Zeph, and he is a native of this country. And he's showing me around, and I'm having a great time. I love to visit places where I can visit friends. So this is awesome, cool, like beyond cool. Like, you can't imagine how cool it is. And I feel like I belong to the sea. So we're going to try to get our beavers to move to Bermuda. I think that would be a great idea. There's lots of water here, lots of trees here, lots of engineering they can do here. It's pretty great. Pretty great. So anyway, let's just, we can extend the pathway here for working. I guess they walk faster on the paths anyway. And let's see. I think we're kind of good. So we built this enormous storage structure in the last episode. And now we're going to see if we can get a lot of this stuff built here. So I want to monitor obviously, our tree population, or tree wood population. We are at the point where we might need to make another wood storage zone because this one is getting overly full. So I'm thinking we might even build that out over here. So can we put that? No, we can't. Game. Okay, well, we can actually move this small warehouse because, or no, we can't, because we'd have to blow that up. I didn't see that it was on that level. Okay, well, we have all kinds of things that we can't do, apparently. Oh dear. Because I think that the log storage has to be placed on the ground. But let's check it anyway, because maybe I'm wrong. Okay, that's on the ground. Can it be placed up here? I think not. Ground only. Yeah, it must be built on the ground. So sad times for us. We would need to decimate some of these trees in order to make space for it. However, maybe we should do that. We could actually clear out some of these inefficient pine trees. So let's just do that. Let's cut, we'll do plant crops and say unplant them. That doesn't mean dig them up. Dear. Anyway, it's all good. We will get them going. And here, I am considering getting the next level of water. We have 386 science points. I think that's probably enough. Isn't that, I love this, like, new lighting effects at dusk and dawn. It's so nice. It's very chill. Okay, so let's see. We need a large water tank. It's 120 science points. Yes. However, it does require 20 gears, which we do not have at the moment. We were trying to make some, which hasn't happened either. We're going to go ahead and pause this because these cannot function without power. And right now it's not hooked up to a power wheel. So we can actually open up these 2 buildings there. Alternatively, we could add beaver power to this area. However, I don't want to do that. I actually want to add some wind power. That is going to be the sort of end game thing here for these structures, I think. So let's see what we can do with this. Can we do a regular windmill? We cannot do a big, large one yet because we don't have the gears and we don't have the paper. So let's just go ahead and get one of these. And these cannot really go right next to those. They have to be one away. So if we do this and see if we can do that. Note also that these guys can connect in all 4 directions, which means, handily enough, that they can be in a line and they don't have to have a shaft next to them to function, which is quite useful. Very, very useful at this point. So I think what we'll do is we're going to pause this one and then have them build the other 2. And then we're going to get... This is done, it looks like. So we can take this off and then put in another power wheel. Water wheel here. Rotate. Let's go. All right, so we're going to put this on high priority to make. And that way they should get the stuff out here. Now these guys, all they need is logs and planks, and we have tons of both of those. So that should get built as long as we have employees working here. I do want to check what we've got going on here. We have 3 vacancies in buildings. Oh no, 3 vacancies in work buildings, not in sleeping buildings. So that's that seems like we might need to add some more beaver housing so that we increase our beaver supply. Wait, we shouldn't say it that way, should we? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, my God. Yes, this is why you watch the KOS channel for thoroughly inappropriate descriptions. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. All right, the drought has ended. We are now going to get water power, which means we can turn these back on and turn off the slave labor right here. Hooray. And we're gonna be patient and wait while the water fills up, because the water blocks down here in the middle of the world. Where are they? Hello? Hello. There they are. So these water blocks are now generating water, and soon enough the water will start to overfill the top as we see happening here, and it's gonna start to create motion. I mean, it is motion. Okay. Ready for some new KOS-isms? Yeah. It is creating motion. It is moving. Moving is the proper word, I think, right there. All right, so we have a couple of things now that we do need to do here. I don't know why those are not turning, by the way. Why are they not turning? Are they not immersed enough? They might not be immersed enough. Maybe they'll get better when the water level gets a tiny bit higher. All right, so in any case, let's... Yeah, I'm really reticent to actually start the next part of this project until we know if these wheels are going to work. Oh, there they go. There they go. Okay, so let's pause right now. And I want to add a power shaft. It just took them a tiny bit longer to get going. Now, technically... Oh, we could be technical here. Let's get the high power shaft. And I was going to do straight shaft, straight intersection, but it's actually just easier and we don't have to remove the stairs if we do that. So yay, let's do this. Go. We are going to get gears from this, but we do need to have this on high priority as well. This is quite good. Quite good. Here, I guess we don't need too much. Let's put those there. And then this one also needs very little. I can actually connect that completely right now. And here, maybe what we do is we make a raised walkway so it can go over these shafts. That might be a good idea. We could do a kind of like... let's do a thing there. So we kind of have an idea of what we're thinking about. But I'm not going to remove the original stairs just yet. I really want them to just build stuff. So, hello? Hello? Yar? Path, please? Why path not? Oh, path not because windmill's not. Yeah, it would be too high, and it would put our beavers in danger, and we cannot have them do that. I mean, it's quite dangerous for them to be. So, yeah, you can imagine the horror stories of the beavers coming home from work that day with industrial accidents. So that's not cool. We do not want accidents. Our beavers are safe. We follow the OSHA and any other safety measures that we care to put in. So yeah, what we might do though, we could actually just go around this. No, we cannot. We just can't. All right, so let's unpause these guys because I think all of the platforms underneath are built at this point, and we need to start getting those in. That also means that we are going to need to get a couple of... We need a triple here. Yep. We need to install the shafts here as well. So one there, one is there, but we need to... What? Hello? Wait, why did that not go there? No, it went. Fusion. Okay, pause this. Yeah, and we're gonna, basically get connections there. But we need all of this to be finished first. So what I do want to do is I want to assign these as high priority. Okay, we do actually have this cable coming up here now so that those can join in. Or not cable, but yeah, shaft thingy-majingy. It might be that we want to... Okay, those are already connected. What we want to do is connect this one here. And I think the way to do this now is just delete this. And then do a shaft there, right here. That's going to connect all these bits and pieces together, which is going to be important for us right now. And we're going to pause this and that because we need to have beavers being able to go into this area and build that windmill. I definitely want that windmill going. They have finished this water wheel. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Good, very good. All right, are we getting other things now? We have made a grill, but I think we were needing a bakery. We have 500 points, so let's see if we can make one. I think we probably can quite easily. Let's see. Aquatic farmhouse. We need to figure out how to do this, by the way, which we're gonna do. Okay, we need a grist mill and we need a bakery because we can't, obviously we have to grind the grain in the grist mill before we serve it to our beavers. And they won't eat just plain flour. We have to actually bake it into bread because that's the way of things. I mean, would you eat just a handful of flour? I think not. I think we are too picky and demanding, and we need to actually, pardon me, we kind of need to actually have bread in bread format because most of us are not quite that fond of eating like raw dough. I don't think it's actually good for you to eat raw dough. I don't know why. But I've heard that it's not. I don't know if it's like raw eggs or if it's like just raw flour that's not ideal, but it isn't. So don't try it at home. Don't try it anywhere, even if it's not at home. I think that would be a better, thing. Anyway, let's just make sure that this is high priority so that we can start building inward here. Also, we need the one beneath it to be high priority, I think. Oh, and please no comments about if you put everything at high priority, it's no priority because we don't have everything at high priority. We just have a couple of things. I get those every single season or series, and I don't get it. It's like, hello, have you seen me put it on everything? No, because I don't actually put it on everything. So I don't really get those comments. I don't understand them at all. It's like you've not watched the whole series or something. So I'll just save you the trouble now and tell you that I don't do that. And it makes it a lot easier on everyone. Hooray. Okay, so these are partial high. That's good. Okay, so we are going to get a bakery going on. Now, we don't have a grist mill planned yet. So let's make one. I want to plan one on this area. Now, this grist mill is funny shaped. We'll just go with funny shaped. Let's put one there. And then I think I want a paper mill. out here that will kind of share that entrance. Yeah, like that, something like that. That seems good. So it will pass the power without even needing any shafts, but also we're going to have 2 different entrances here, which is good because that means we can do our sneaky, cheeky little entrancey thingy-majingy. Wow, what that was many ingies and all the thingies. Yeah, that was great. Right here. So they can share the decorations. And because we are getting, let's get the plant, because we're going to get paper now, that means we can make scarecrows. And that's important because they're cheaper than beaver statues, and they still count as beaver statues because I don't know why. I don't know why beavers can't tell a scarecrow from a beaver. I don't understand this. I'm quite clueless. Sorry, but I don't get it. I don't know why they are unable to tell them apart. Okay. Anyway, little joke, I guess. Humor. Good stuff. So, all right. So we're in this section. Let's see if we can prioritize this a little bit more here. All right. So this one is the one that's paused. The rest of this, I would really like to get going. Let's just get this sorted out as well. Okay, they have made this. Now then, we need to get shafts connecting these 2 areas because that is very important. So what we're going to do is we're just going to build it one piece at a time and then just high prioritize it one piece at a time. So right now, the only piece that's a guaranteed passageway is this one. They could build the other parts at any time. So we want to just make sure that we have the stuff that we need for this. Oh, wait, are they building it now? Hooray, they are. Look at that. Okay, made. Done and dusted, as the British would say, or some British people would say. I don't know if all British people would say that. I need to ask my friend, my token British friend first. No, he's not a token. He's awesome. I love my friend Avalon. He's amazing. But he's quite funny, and he would definitely get that joke. And I don't think he would mind of being thought of as a token, as long as he was like green colored, because like green is his thing. He loves the green. Which I'm sure he would actually like this game because even the water looks green when you are in build mode. See, like the whole water is like, ooh, there's green moss growing underneath there. Hooray! So, but anyway, we are getting things done and finished. They are working on things that are interesting. We want them to finish this now. Let's unpause that. And now I think, let's see, we need to have this one pause. We need to unpause this one and that one so that they can work on these things pronto like, or pronto not like. They just need to do them. And the reason for the windmills is so that we can have power even when there is, even in the dry season when the water mills are not running. We are having a fair amount of power generated here, and I'm really quite happy about the situation. 4 or 8 water wheels is a lot. So, and it costs us comparatively little resources and effort because we didn't have to build huge long levees or anything like that. It's been quite steady here, and I'm very happy about the way this is turning out. However, I am confused why these didn't get built yet. Probably they have been really diverting everything to the other area. So let's put those on medium priority as well. Okay, these are almost done. We'll go ahead and unpause this, and that one next to it is done. That one is done. We have almost connected the entire thing. This is perfect. It's more perfect than perfect land. Yay. However, this area probably is not a good area to put in a path because of the windmills, unless we kind of delete one of them and just like let them go. But we can actually make a crossover over here. Now I am thinking about just having a whole line of these windmills on the water because they are going to be quite useful in every season, really. So let's see, we are generating 1,600 hamster power. That is a heck of a lot of hamsters. I'm quite impressed with this number, and I hope you are too. they will be able to run all of these buildings quite easily, very, very easily. So let's see. I want to, let's see. Do we have a gear? We have 8 gears. Wow. Huh. I think let's allocate this first one for gears. And maybe we can actually have gears in here. The gears are there. So there we go. Very, very good. All right, we have more beaver spaces. Hooray. That means, let's see, we have 2 vacancies, I think. 2 free beds. I thought I was going to say 2 hide beds. Aw. We do need that grist mill up and running as well quite soon. So I think what I'll do is I want to get this area prioritized correctly. So we're going to start off with bottom layer and just, yeah, prioritize that way. That way it gets all of the underneathy bits because you have to prioritize the bottom in order for the top to get built. Because if you don't prioritize the bottom, then it's like, oh, okay, that stuff underneath there is gray. So we don't really care about the supports. It doesn't matter. And so you really have to be on top of what you're prioritizing. It's very, very important that you do that correctly, or it won't get built in time. It just won't. That's just a thing. Okay, we have areas here. Do we want to get rid of this message? I think we can. We can make some, maybe put some carrots here in this last 2 square area, and that should be plenty to satisfy the thingy. That's 8 squares, I think. And this is priority on planting. Can we reach these other places? We can actually reach this area. So let's put more stuff there. Potatoes here. Can we reach this? I think we cannot. This is unreachable currently. Unless... I was going to say unless we do some finagling. And I don't think that's worthwhile. I really don't think it is. It looks, are there any other spots that should be planted here? Could do a little bit more there. Wheat. Yes, there. All right, more. Down here, yes, okay. We undersold things there to them. And out here, I don't know if this is actually going to get used because this probably is going to be turned into an industrial farming center or industrial making of food center, I'm thinking. Oh, wow, they're already building the second thingy here. That's great. Let's see. We have 8 gears. That's still nice. Yay. Okay, so now plant carrots continue. Oh my god, there's like a whole like tutorial here. Is this new? I think it's new. I don't remember seeing this at all. Build log pile, small warehouse, and water tanks. Good, good. That's good teaching. Build lodge, 6 of 6. Build inventor. Okay, water wheel. Lumber mill. Forester. I'm surprised, though, that they didn't do, like, the hamster wheel, because I think that a lot of builds... Oh, dear. We're having some going backward now. I can tell the dry season is here. Yes, there it is, the red season. Because I think that a lot of situations are not necessarily going to have water wheel ability. Yeah. Is that a verb or what? Water wheel ability, yes. So that might, but I guess astute players will see, oh, okay, we have this other option. Okay, we have a forester, plant pines? I thought it said plastic pines. Okay, your settlement is now self-sufficient as long as the water keeps flowing. You know, and they get you right there. The water is not going to keep flowing. Consider building a dam. Okay, good instructions, yes. Or placing more water tanks to help your beavers survive the droughts. This tutorial showed you the basics, but there's much more you can discover on your own. Good luck. That is really helpful. One note of critique would be put it in a bigger window. It's tiny down there. I may be like completely, I don't know, affected because like I have my laptop screen and it's several inches too far because I have a keyboard in front of me and I have a towel to make my wrist not hurt on the edge of the keyboard. So It's probably a foot too far away from me, so the text looked really tiny. I don't know if that's a problem in general, but it looked very small, and I think it's easier to read, you know, if it's a little bit bigger, and it's also less subtle, you know, if it's in a nice window that like we have for like this. Like have it in one of these kind of windows. I mean, you can glue it to the side maybe. Hello? I can't move this? Okay, never mind. But maybe yeah, on the side is fine. I mean, it's good placement, but would love to see a bit bigger. Really useful information. I'm so glad that has been added. That way you don't need me. Hey, wait a second. Are you trying to put me out of a job or what? Stop doing that. No, bad. So, but anyway, it is good information. So here, maybe we could even put in a couple inventors' huts over here. That is a possibility too. Do we want more? Of course we want more. What a question. Who asked that question? Wasn't me, was it? Anyway, yes. So let's put in 2 huts here. I think we need that extra square there. And we can grab 2 more sciencey huts. Latte shops is the other term for them. Of course, if you missed our previous series, you probably will not understand that reference at all. But we did have these ideas of science being turned into latte shops, and I think that's a great idea. Let's see. We have 465 power currently, and we are drawing 220. We really need to get these things going. Like, we need to get the grist mill, which is actually getting gears. 9 of 20 currently. Okay, so they are working, but it's slow because we really need more gear makers. I think I'm going to make more. I think that's the idea that we need to go with. Let's do a lumber mill here and then a gear shop, because the gear shop, I believe, takes... You know what? I need to check. I don't know what the numbers are. Let's see. It takes 6 hours to make 1 gear. 1 plank goes into 1 gear, 6 hours. All right. Lumber mill takes 1.3 hours to make 1 plank. I don't have my calculator with me, alas. So let's see. In 6 hours, it can make something like 5 planks or something like that. Or 4 planks. Let's see. 1.3 times 4, say, is 4, 5, 5.2, 5.2. So it's a fraction is what we're looking at. It's a fraction. So, but in any case, it is a fraction that is not 1-to-1. So I feel like we are very easily justified in having 2 gear makers here, because we have 2 lumber makers, and that one can easily supply 4.5 or something gear makers all on its own. And of course we want to have extra planks anyway, because we have the stairs and stuff and platforms that we need to make, that kind of thing. So we definitely want extra planks, but we also need all the other stuff as well. And we need the gears. I mean, we want the gears, but we also need the planks as well, is what I meant to say. So what I want to do also now is also prioritize these things that are, yeah, there. We want to prioritize the roadway here, just to make sure that we get all the things, and just take it on back there like that. Hooray. And here is where we can also do the sneaky thing of putting in, and I'm not going to prioritize these. Actually, I don't think like the plant gets to that one, but it doesn't really matter. We can replace it with a beaver statue, I think. All right, so shrubs here and then roof here. Okay, boom, nice. So, all right, looking pretty good. I'm thinking what I would like to do also is maybe we make a line of windmills here some way, somehow. We could do a line this way, which would be nice. And let's do... what we can do is something also quite sneaky. Let's do sneakiness. I like sneakiness. It's great. We're going to make a line of windmills, maybe here. Let's do here, okay? And we're going to start out following the line with the appropriate thingies. And then we're going to do something a tiny bit different. So there and there, and this one needs a little bit of extra love over here. So love, love, love. And then, so we're going to make it the same height as all these other things. But then we're going to do a sneaky, because we're going to put a path right there. And the poor beavers are going to have to hold their breath. No, that's actually above the water, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So let's put a path there. Right there. And the reason we're going to do a path there is so that they can build on top of this thing and not have to have a secondary path next to it to build the windmills on. That's going to save us boatloads, absolute boatloads of planks and such. So let's just do this. Let's get our power maker thingies. So they will go every 2 squares. Okay, good, 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 good. Yay. All right. And then we're just going to connect them with these regular lines, and we can just drag here. Oops, I missed 2. Okay. And now we have the problem that we don't actually have a pathway here. I probably should have left a path, and that's going to cost us. Though, alternatively, we could do something different. That needs a 2Z over it, doesn't it? How is this worth? Is it worth it to build a path this way? It's going to cost a lot of lumber. Or, alternatively, we could delete 1 windmill here and then just take the path that way. I think that might be the better solution. We don't even have to delete the windmill. These are cheaper to delete, as it happens. However, oh, we can't do that, can we? No. No, not really. Not really. The sadness and cry is really real here. Yeah, we'd have to delete this entire connection there with stuff. And that is definitely not ideal. Alright, fine. We need to probably get rid of this to fix this. Let's fix it now. And we'll get it, yeah. We'll do the other thing here. So, in this case, let's see, we can probably do... We need to fill out the rest of these thingies. So let's do that. Where we have thingies. There we go. That one's there. Then 3. Or is that 2? I think it's a 2. 2. 1. Oh, whoops. Okay, we need this. And then we do the rest. Let's do 2. Okay, and then the next is 1, it looks like. I'm just following the pattern that we have because reasons. And the reasons being to have consistent, like, levels between them. Those are the reasons. Okay, and then here we can go. This is another 2Z, and that's where our path is going to go. So I think maybe the solution is to go here. Yeah, there we go. And then put this pathway there so that we can just connect here. And that might be the next thing we put on priority here. So let's see, let's add our shaft going this way to there. And that's going to be our very first windmill thing. And if we want to, we can keep on building. I don't even, you know what I don't know? I don't know if flooded windmills will work still. I know there have been a lot of changes in the game, but I wonder, could you put a windmill underwater completely and have it work? We're going to test this for science. Hooray. Except it's going to be hard because we'd have to get all the way down there. We can't put it close and then just like drop the materials down and hope they land at the right spots as per normal. Sorry. I apologize for that unintended snort. I just was so amused. I was like, oh my god. Okay, so let's fix or alter this thingy here. There we go. And then we're going to lower these thingies there. Yeah, there we go. That's good enough. It's fine. But now we have what we want to build on priority. We now have a massive amount of energy to get going here. We have many things happening. We have beavers working. Let's see, this is almost done. We're needing a few more gears. This also needs a mountain of gears. So I guess we'll put this on highest priority so none of those gears find their way into the wrong areas. We have a lot of food right now as well. A ton of food. What else do we have? We have many things, actually. We do have many things. Also, I think I'm going to unplant these, which is a very silly... yeah, refrain from planting. That is our word here. Also, why is this... Why are these not planted yet? It's like, it is... It does show that it reaches these crops, but they haven't planted them yet. I'm very surprised by this. It's been many days. Many days. Okay, there are some trees there. Right now we're struggling, I think, on... Well, no, we're not struggling on storage, actually. However, so that we don't struggle on storage, let's build a new log pile there. I think that's very appropriate. We might also cut down these pine trees or unplant pine trees. This is weird. I don't know how this planting patch got messed up like this. Like there's 2 maples in there. It's like, why? That's so strange. Anyway, what's going to happen is these are still in the cutting area. So once they grow up, they're going to get cut, but they're not going to get replanted. And that's where we need to be vigilant and say, hey, you guys can replant as maples. So what we're doing is not wasting the pines already, you know, life cycle that they've lived already. So they're 37% on there. This one is 70%, and it's going to give us a couple of log. It's not really a lot, but it's something. It ends up being a lot, I guess. Okay, so this one, the grist mill, no recipe is selected. All right, so let's pick a recipe, which is going to be wheat flour. And yes, if you've never heard wheat pronounced with a rich, shall we say, E or H-E, wheat, then congratulations, you have now heard it that way. It is part of my dialect. It is part of the way that I grew up. And if you don't pronounce it that way, that's okay, because we love different dialects here on my channel. And hopefully you will also grow to like them. I communicate with people from different countries literally every day, and I love my international community, and it's fun. It's so fun to get to know people and all the things and all the stuff. So we celebrate these differences. We do not go like all grammar Nazi and say, no, how dare you pronounce it this way? Because that really isn't productive, and it's not correct either. If you want to argue for your dialect and you think there are no other dialects in the world, then you need to wake up, because we have many people in the world who speak differently, and it's great because that adds to our cultural richness. And I'm sure the beavers would agree. The beavers are multicultural as well, and they have their brothers, the Iron Teeth, brothers and sisters, I should say, maybe. And they communicate with them quite regularly, I think. I mean, as per our beaver stories that happened, the community lore that we created in the past episodes, they send mail back and forth. We've seen pictures, you know. of the other colonies, you know, and what happened after, you know, that great reservoir got flooded and all the things. It was pretty great. So, yeah. And the beaver dance obviously has been a world hit in the beaver world. And yeah, it's been great. Anyway, beavers are obviously a little bit slow in making stuff. We have 109 logs. I'm wondering if there might be an opportunity here for, I don't know, for making another forest. I think it's a tiny bit hard because, like, this area, I would love to get rid of this top area altogether because it feels like it's not very efficient. We can also maybe do a little bit of a stairway here. And maybe we do put some kind of something up here. Okay, let's work on this real quick. Let's start here, and then we're gonna do, the important part about making a stairway like this is that you have access to all levels. So like putting a stairway here is not good because you cut off access to the entire level. You don't get to go there, and so you'd have to have more stairs or in a different place or something. So you always want to have one square where they can get off the stairs, look around, do their thing, be beavers, do the beaver thing, you know? So that's really important when you're working this. Maybe we'll level this mountain later when we have explosives, but I think irrigation tower is going to be effective, I guess, here. Down there, this area is very steep down there, so I'm not really sure how I should plan for this. Maybe I should just try to go like this, or this way, potentially. That's kind of overlapping there. I'm not going to get a good... that's bad too, because it's not enough coverage. Maybe we just do like here or there. Maybe there is good. I don't know. Well, the thing is, if we do it too close, then we're going to need some bypass here with the area so they can walk left there. I think No, we could just fill this. I think that's the better idea here. Let's fill that with platforms here instead. And grab in irrigation tower like that. What? Oh, of course it has to be built on the ground only, because that's the way this works. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. Hooray! Yeah, alright, let's get rid of this thing, and then maybe we actually use this as a path. We could do something like this to go down. Maybe there. Maybe we put one in there after all, so that we have more road on the upper bits, and I guess it doesn't matter down there because it's gonna have to be something anyway. Okay, let's find our forester and try to build out this area and make sure that we have plenty of stuff here. Let's look at what's going on down below as well. So we have no trees to chop. We have just 4 trees. So these beavers are probably... Wait a second. Why did these trees not cancel? Oh, because I redid it. That's why. Okay. Yeah. So those are going to be trees, or be like platforms eventually in the future. But we want to check the workload of, do we need more cutters as well? Let's see. Let's find out. Do we need more cutters? Looks okay so far. I think we have an overabundance of cutters, slightly. Maybe not too many, but a few. Okay, and so this area is going to be like this. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that'll work quite well. And see, oh, of course we don't get to see the thingy anymore. But here we're just gonna add in a couple more stairways so that forester beaver can get down and plant these other areas. And of course, maybe we add in the cutters as well, a couple of them at least, so that we have this area covered, or most of it anyway. Let's see, where else do we want to have a cutting thingy? Maybe here is good. We'll have 2 cutters there. And I think that might be enough. I think we can get to the rest of them. But the important part is you don't want to cut stuff off. Like here might have been a tempting spot to place a cutter, but then it would cut off this back square. So that would not be good. Okay, happy days are here again. Let me plant trees now. So, there is another option also that we have not talked about. Okay, we don't want to do that. Which is maybe we start to plant other trees like chestnuts, maple for syrup, pine for pine resin. There is a building that we don't have yet. We have the wood workshop, which uses some of these things, but we have the tapper's shack, which, let's see, it gets maple syrup and pine resin. And this is a 2x3 building, so it is quite large, but it might do well over here-ish. So let's do that. Yes. Oh, no, it's a... Oh, surprise, surprise. Okay. Maybe we put that there. It is quite cozy in that area there. And I'm going to wait till the buildings are actually built before I add trees, because that's going to be important as well. The chestnut gatherer is I believe it's a gathering flag. Let me just check real quick, because chestnuts are food. Yeah, it gathers berries and chestnuts. So what we should do is probably put it here so that they can gather there. It does look like some of these are going to be able to go down here, so I'm going to add trees or stairs down there to make sure that they have access. And the beavers can build all that when they get done with their current assignment. They are doing well. Look at this. They're already building the supporting structure for this very long, crazy pathway, which is very nice. Okay, we are... No. Oh no, we forgot to add this thingy. Whoopsies. Well, that was weird. Sorry about that. I turned my timer on for the episode, and I turned the volume off, but it still came on. I've put it on, like, I was afraid to turn it off, so I put it on vibrate, but it still went on. So I don't understand that at all. But it's okay. So we're not going to have our traditional outro because I don't actually have it with me. I'm so sorry, patrons, for forgetting that. I forgot to upload the file so that I could glue it on to the end of this episode. But I hope you have enjoyed the episode anyway. So I'm just going to say thank you very much, patrons, for all of your support. You are amazing, and I love you, and I love kind of everybody who you know, makes my life possible. Everyone who supports the channel and watches and all the things. And I'm glad I can amuse you and entertain you and show you some cool stuff. So anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.